Georgia pecan producers are out in the orchards around the state gathering up this year's crop. Due to challenging growing conditions, farmers are seeing some mixed results.
Yeah, recently the Monitor's Mark Wildman visited with one pecan producer who is pleased with his harvest so far, but says the crop was very expensive to produce.
In Crisp County, Brad Ellis checks on one of his trees and is glad his crop is finally being harvested. He farms multiple orchards in different counties, and this year he and other pecan growers had some very challenging conditions across the state.
We've had a lot of rain early, which caused a lot more sprays on a lot of varieties. The summer cut off real dry for a couple of months. We had to crank up all the irrigation, and really had a late spring. Stayed cool a lot longer, and so the trees, they protect themselves, and they waited, and it just caused them to be a little bit late.
As the machinery runs through this orchard shaking the trees, this farm has seen plenty of pecans. But the weather this year has had an impact on their size.
This year it just caused them to be smaller, and so we've got a lot smaller. They're really filled out good because we did have rain, but where everybody kept them sprayed, they're real good quality.
UGA pecan specialist LENNY tracks every aspect of pecan production in Georgia, and this year location was key to an orchard success.
If you're from 280 north, especially in the middle Georgia area, everything looks pretty good. If you go south from there, in most cases, the worse the crop gets, especially as you go over into southeast Georgia and down into extreme southwest Georgia, we have a lot more issues.
This particular orchard is located right on that line between good and not so good, but the farm had to shell out a lot of expense in spraying the crop, and that has been the case for other growers as well.
Most growers this year probably were somewhere around 16 sprays, which normally you're looking at around 10 sprays or so, and so that drives the cost up considerably. And I put those numbers together a few months ago, and we were looking at somewhere around $1,400 to $1,500 an acre if you were doing 10 fungicide sprays. If you do 16 fungicide sprays, that gets it up to about $1,700 per acre. So it's a considerable cost to the grower to have to do that.
Still, pecans are in high demand and prices are good. As these pecans are harvested, they are sent to the Ellis Brothers packing facility, where they are bagged up and sent to China and other markets, or are packaged up and sold at their retail store just off I-75 in Vienna. Here, family members closely monitor every aspect of the business to make sure consumers get the high-quality product they have come to expect.
We kind of attribute that to survival, because a lot of farmers that have farmed for the last 20 years kind of went out of business in those lean years, but we were able, with the store and taking them all the way to market, a little bit of an advantage.
As the holidays approach, families all over the world will be enjoying Georgia pecans, and as they eat their pecan pies, cookies, and candy, they will have no idea the effort and expense that went into getting that product to their tables. Reporting for the Georgia Farm Monitor, I'm Mark Wildman.